Good morning, Manchester United fans all around the world, or afternoon, depends on where you're sitting, or some people is good evening. Manchester United was delivered a blow by the brilliant David Ornstein, delivering a bomb by the Michael Olise has chosen Bayern Munich. But who is the secondary option if Manchester United was not in for it? And what is the true story regarding Michael Olise? We're going to dive into that as well, plus many other stories regarding Manchester United transfer. This is Saturday, of course, the day of recording, 11:30 UK time. And please don't forget to like and subscribe because we will be back in 30 seconds. Here we bid. And how we all doing? We are live Saturday. Listen, we are here for Manchester United content. I know it's Euros and everything, and it's exciting football to watch. But in between, there's the transfer markets, and David Ornstein is doing an absolutely madness. So, David Ornstein, I know you're not watching, but hats off. This is going to be your transfer window. I can feel a battle between David Ornstein and Fabrizio Romano going head to head regarding who is delivering exclusive, because yesterday was an exclusive 100% a bomber delivering that Michael Olise has chosen Bayern Munich and for FC Bayern, right? There was three clubs involved. There was Chelsea, Newcastle, and also Manchester United involved in this deal, but he's chosen to speak to Bayern Munich 100%. And the question is why? We got to look back into the release clause whatsoever. That dubious release clause, that was actually Chelsea that destroyed it in a way, because they went in last year, just triggered the release clause, didn't even speak, and basically Chelsea had enough. So they did a secret release clause that was hidden. Only if you had a permission to speak to the agent, it will be revealed. And part of that release clause was very complicated. Very, very much complicated, that it even stated that, Olise can only be sold on this release clause to any club that is participating in Champions League. So Chelsea was not part of the competition. Manchester United was not part of the competition either, and neither was Newcastle. But Bayern was part of that competition. Hence that you see that if you're Michael Olise, for me personally, I said, like, good on you, Michael Olise. It's not a money move. Reports coming out to say that it is a salary on 200, 220 per week, right? Pounds per week. And this is something that Manchester United could afford, but Chelsea couldn't. And why? Because Chelsea have decided to put a salary cap on every single player on 150 per week, which is kind of thing that they looked into the finances. They understood the agent wanted a commission, plus you add on 220, 200 for Olise in the wage bill, which is not suiting to the Chelsea bid. The question is, did Chelsea walk away after they discovered this? Plus, they probably discovered that it was an impossible deal to be made because they're not part of the the Champions League. In comes Bayern with a new coach, 100%. Vincent Kompany knows Olise from the Premier League, knows pretty much what he wants to play, and in comes them and ask about the release clause. No problem, we can pay this 220 a week, not a problem at all. And here we go, bish bash bosh. Currently, that is part of the release clauses, per my understanding, what I've been talking to some industry people, what's going on. So it's not that, Chelsea, he snubbed Chelsea. It's not that he snubbed Manchester United. It's just a tricky release clause. And Fabrizio Romano came even out to say that, Manchester United remains hopeful, but the slim chances are very low. Even if Olise is a Manchester United fan, doesn't really mean that he will choose Manchester United, right? He will choose what's best for him, and rightfully so. Like, 100, 200 to 220K a week I mean, this is a big move. You're getting into Bayern Munich. You're going to play Champions League. You're going to probably win trophies. So why not? You know, why would you choose Chelsea, right? It's a rebuild project. Why would you choose Manchester United as a right winger, right? I think he did a very good move. Personally, you know, I look at the player side. I would love to have him, but it was not a priority for Manchester United, in my opinion. But either way, Manchester United needs to sell Greenwood. They will sell Sancho. And if you sell those two, Olise was part of the plan. There's no doubt about it. We were linked to Olise a long time ago, but we certainly couldn't trigger that release clause because of the trickiness. That is the true story in the way, and we're not going to downplay it. We know that we wanted him. We're not going to snub him. We're not going to call him out for that he's a bad player or injury-prone player. He's a fantastic player and would be a fantastic addition to our squad. But currently, that is the problem, right? The release clause is the problem, and we were not playing in Champions League. We're playing in Europa League. So far, it's not a done deal. It's pretty much that they've spoken to the agent. They've come to agreement regarding the personal terms, the salary, the commission fee. They're willing to do it. And now they just have to trigger the release clause and speak to, you know, Crystal Palace in terms of what is your conditions, right? It's led to believe it's around £65 million, and Bayern can definitely afford it, right? And listen, it is what it is, right? We're not going to downplay it, but who is our next targets? Like, you know, we're going to replace Greenwood, or we're going to replace also Sancho when we sell him. Before we continue, guys, I just want to give you a massive shout out. Welcome to the stream. Michael Hill is here. Big up, Michael. How you doing? Bayern are not short of wingers or centre halves. Sane would be a shout, 100%. But the thing is with Bayern, right? I call them the vacuum cleaners, the hoovers in the Bundesliga, right? They are like, you know, they hoover up everything. So that's why they've been dominating in the Bundesliga, except they lost last, I think it was the first time they lost the title for 11 years against, you know, Bayern Leverkusen last season. So that's what it is, right? So they can definitely afford it. They're the richest club in Germany at the moment. So we're not going to downplay it. Like, you know, big up for Olise for actually, if this happens, right? Who do we have here? Wow, Jesus Christ. Fishy Fish has just been a member for 12 months, and Fishy Fish just gifted 10 memberships. This is raining. Who has fishy chips? Sorry. Did I call you fish and chips? I'm sorry, mate. Listen, I got to go to the chat here, and I'm going to sort of give you a shout out. Whoever was gifted a membership, I'm going to give you straight here right now. Listen, who became a member here is Thomas Swedgenes. Big up. I spoke to Thomas earlier, was gifted a membership as well. The Voganator was also gifted a membership. Neil Driscoll, big time. Long time no see. Neil was also gifted a membership. And Kat as well. Ed Barrett as well. And who do we have here? Nick T was gifted a membership. And Nick Cardigan as well. Nugumbele was also gifted a membership. Rajat V gifted a membership as well. And Sam V George also. So big up. Listen, guys, massive thanks to Fishy Fish. Give him a big love hearts and congratulations. Welcome to the family. Let's continue. Thank you for your donation, Fishy Fish, that gifted 10 memberships, mate. Amazing, amazing, amazing. How are you doing today? Matt20 is in the house as well. That is clever move by Olise. 220k wages is crazy, but it's not really crazy. You know what? He's still young, like 22 years of age. You know, as a footballer, your career is short. You never know if you're going to get another knee injury, hamstring. You know, it's time to move up. Like Crystal Palace to Bayern Munich, it's the right move. It's the right step, right? So rightfully so, you sit there and wait for the better option, better bid, right? So if Bayern comes in and say, well, you're going to be our main man, you're going to be paid 20, you're going to be handsomely rewarded, of course he will go. Imagine, right? Seriously, like, you know, morning to you, Stu, as well. How you doing? How you doing? Big up to you. Origami, what she's saying here, my friend. Salute to Mick and the greatest community in the world. Salute to you as well. Hope you can hear me. I'm wearing a wireless mic, a new setup as well. Stephanie Griffith, one of our loyal moderators. Everywhere you go in every stream, you see Stephanie Griffith moderating. Big up, Stephanie. How you doing as well? Morning, champ Svedjenes as well. And happy midsummer for you in Sweden. Get your comments in as well. What do you think about this move? Stu is saying, I'm okay with that. We never got Olise. The position is very down the list in the position, so we need to sort out this summer. 100%, I agree. I'm a big advocate on sorting out the defense first, and then the winger position is kind of like the last priority. We know that we are getting Xerxes very, very soon. That is kind of advanced. On a harder meter, I'm putting it on 80%. But now Olise for me has kind of dropped down, cooled down to 20%. And if there is a slimmer of hope that Manchester United will get him, I don't think so. It might be, it might not be. Because of that tricky release clause that's been inserted, that they can only speak and sell to Champions League participating clubs. So for me, a lot of you guys, you agree with Stu as well, what you're saying, that it's not a priority. Either if you like the player or not, he's a fantastic player. This is something that would add a lot of creativity to our squad, and especially like crosses in the box. But on the other hand, there was a new tweet coming out here also to say that Amad Diallo is in new contracts negotiations with Manchester United. United see him as an integral part of next year's season. So that means that Amad Diallo will be competing with likes of Anthony Dos Santos on the right wing. On the other hand, the judge and jury is out on Anthony. He had a bad season last season, but of course he had a lot of troubles privately. Could next season be his reminiscence season? Could it be the redemption season for him? There is a good player in him, 100%. If we change the system, just go and look Anthony when he played in Ajax. It was a different possession-based football system. He had amazing assists, amazing crosses. And in this season was no system, no style of play. He was a little bit lost at the end of the day. So maybe it could be like that. Yeah, basically assisting Højlund is needed. Yeah. So Nick, the thing is, we need assistance to Højlund. But the thing is, when we are talking about Xerxes, right? I've been seeing a lot of comments on socials, right? Some people say, well, this is a bargain, 34 million. It is a bargain. But let me just remind you that Xerxes is not your typical box striker like a Harry Kane. He is more like an Anthony Martial, like the guy that you rely on to link up, the final third, right? He will drop deep. He's so good on the ball, technical. He can lay it out to the wingers, run in behind, and score goals, right? At the same time, if you look at Højlund, it's a totally different style of play, right? So you want that option from the bench as well. There'll be moments where you can play Højlund like as the main guy on top, and then be moments where you play with the false number 9, with Xerxes can play that role, linking up the players, stuff like that. But there'll be moments also when you can play a 4-4-2, when you play with 2 strikers on top, where Højlund plays more of the box-to-box advanced striker, and in front of him you have a Xerxes playing up, like we did in the season when we had Rashford, Martial, and potentially Garnacho playing, right, or Greenwood. That was electric in a way, right? So it's going to be very interesting to see where we're going to fit in. But if the United scouting department has seen something different, and that Ten Hag really fancied Anthony Martial and had big plans for him, but the injuries of Martial was just not really happening. So that's why we ended up playing what we did. But maybe perhaps this is the Anthony Martial replacement that we are seeing in terms of Xerxes. Let me know in the comments section as well, guys. Stephanie Griffith, what are you saying? A Varane replacement, CDM upgrade, and left back are key positions that needed solving first. As important unwanted player removal that needs to be happening this time. 100%, Stephanie. Guys, if you're watching, there is over 200 of you watching. If you can get up to 100 likes this Saturday, I'll be more than happy, because it certainly helps the algorithm as well. Regarding Brentwaite, I said Brent can wait, right? I don't think that Manchester United will go for Brentwaite at the end of the day. Time clock is ticking. There was reports saying that Calvert-Lewin might be they'll be getting a bid for Calvert-Lewin. They need also to raise money, 50 million. They might even sell Onana to Arsenal as well. So They certainly don't want to sell Brentford by the looks of it, and they slapped the silly money, like 75 million pounds on him, believing that Manchester United will cave in. Well, this is the new Manchester United. This is the new negotiation team. We will not pay more than 50 million for the defender. It looks like we have a budget for a centre-back on 50 million. And the ones to look out for is Lenny Euro. I call him Lenny Longlegs because reports coming out that, yeah, he might have an interest in Real Madrid. Real Madrid are not willing to trigger that release clause, or not really release clause, to pay that silly money on 40 million at the moment. What Real Madrid is banking to do, to wait to sort of January when he's a free agent and sort of get him on the cheap, like getting him on a free transfer, what he did with Mbappe. It's not a priority for them. It depends on what happens with Nacho. It's XYZ. But at the moment, it's been reported that Manchester United has made Lenny Longlegs or Lenny Euro their first priority. And rightfully so. 18 years of age, fantastic. The reason why I call him Lenny Longlegs, because he reminds me of an Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Great tackler, great break of play, but so good in the air and so good playing out from the back. Very fast in terms of recovery pace, but very technical, driving the ball up further up the pitch. So for me, Lenny Euro will be something very exciting if we land instead of Brentford. On the other hand, I'm a little bit skeptical with paying Brentford 140, 145 million, 145k a week, which pretty much takes him up higher than actually Leach at that moment. And if Leach is the left-footed centre-back, Brentford plays as a left-footed centre-back, why would we just shoehorn him to the right? I know he's two-footed, but it doesn't really make sense. For me, it's made a lot of smoke screens. I don't think we will pay. I think the deal will be off. But let me know in the comments what you think as well. I'm just going to go to Gaming Sims. Big up to you. Gaming Sims, what you saying here, brother? Centre back, centre mid, left back, backup striker, then winger should be a priority in order. Big up, morning to you as well. Morning to you, Gaming Sims. Listen, I want to talk about that, park that left back situation, because I want to talk about that one as well. I want to hear your opinion. This is pretty much opinion based, reacting on, sort of summarizing the news. So for me, listen, Goncalo Nacho is there for 40 million, Lenny Euro 40 million. And at the end of the day, you got to ask yourself, like, you know, if you're Lenny Euro, like, listen, it is flashy to go to the Kings. I understand that. Lenny, if you're listening, you come to Manchester United, you're definitely going to start every game, right? You're going to be the priority. You're going to start every game. And what do you want? If you are the agent of Lenny Euro, representing him as a client, what you're looking for is game time and development. And who develops youth at the moment is Erik Ten Hag. Ten Hag's been confirmed. It's going to be a young, vibrant squad. Lenny Euro will fit in like a glove in that system. I would believe so. So I think that don't underestimate the project and don't underestimate development and playing time. So for me, I put this on a horometer 40% up to 50% that this could happen. It all depends on what Real Madrid does. But if they don't come in with a bid, it's open market. Boom, barabish, barabosh. But at the same time, you can't really force the guy to leave, as Lille wants to sell him. Otherwise, he will go for free. They will not gain any money. So left back situation, of course. It's been reported that we are looking for a cheap left back. The cheap left back is being reported to be Milos Kerkez, the plays for Bournemouth. It's apparently been falling out with the Areola there as well. They're not getting, you know, they're not seeing eye to eye. And, you know, his market value is about 17.6 million pounds, right? And the latest that I read was Bournemouth is probably going to slap a 40 million, you know, asking price, which will never happen. United is willing to bid about 25, max up to 30 for that, according to my opinion. But on the other hand, I saw on Twitter today, Harry Amas, what a player, is going to be part of the preseason tour. So why do we need to get one when we have Harry Amas to come up there? Something tells me that something is going on with Luke Shaw. Something tells me that Luke Shaw might be sold. Nobody really knows what's going on with Malacia. Is he fit enough to start? He's been out for the whole year. So somebody is going to be sold. If we are looking for left back, there's the mystery. Who's going to be sold? Personally, I would definitely sell Luke Shaw. Let me do a poll on this one, guys. Would you sell Luke Shaw for the left back position. I think the time is up. You know, sorry, I like Luke Shaw. He's a great player when he's fit, but he's out like 50% of every season. Always gets his injury. Make himself fit for the Euros or for the England squad, but not priority for Manchester United. I find that a little bit disgraceful. Let me just do a poll on that one, guys, and participate. I start a poll here. Just interesting to hear your position. Who would you, just like, sorry for the spelling, guys, but who would you sell, right, as left back to get in a new? So I put in Malaysia here as an option. Not Malaysia, guys, and or Luke Shaw or Luca Shawberto. Okay, I'm starting the poll here. Boom, barabish, barabosh. Here we go. Started the poll. Who would you sell as a left back to get in a new? Malaysia or Luca Shawberto? It should be called Malaysia, man. And so far, 100% is rocking up for Luke Shaw. Let's continue, guys, and let's come back to the stream as well. I see the gaming sims is saying love Shaw, but injured player does not help her out. Time to sell. That's it. Like, and it's all about availability, right? The good player, but if you're not available to play, like what good are you for this squad? Seriously. We got screwed over in December there, in January, where, you know, when we were forced to sell, you know, actually the medical department said, well, you will have like Luke Shaw fit. Yeah, cool. That didn't happen long, right? We loaned up Alvaro Fernandez. We didn't get a loan deal, and we basically shift back off, like, you know, Sergio Reguilon out as well. So we were playing with 0 left backs at the moment. We were sort of hopping on one leg. Thomas, what you're saying here, I would sold Luke Shaw 2 seasons ago. 100%, I agree with you. Kingston, it's time for time's up for Shaw. 100%. Jamie Wen, Euro, 100% Euro wears Perez Gimas to bed. 100% Euro. I would definitely, Euro is the one that I really want out of all the centre backs. But now we're talking about Luca Shawberto. Vote, like, and subscribe. Thanks, Stephanie, for your support as well. Sell is what you're saying here. A lot of you sell. I'd rather get a left centre back than selling either, is what Origami is saying. If we go to the market, let's get Loco, Bali Mumba, Doherty, or Luton, or Dorgo. We're not even linked to those players, and I get your point there, mate. For me, priority is 2 centre backs. Apparently, like if you're talking about centre backs, Lindelof is apparently going to Fenerbahce, right? There's reports coming out that the sporting director is traveling to meet our guys to negotiate regarding Victor Lindelof. So that one looks like it's out of the door, and they're offering 10 million euros. I think Lindelof on the market value is 15 million if you look at Transfermarkt, but you know what? We need to move on players like Lindelof. For me, I would also move on Harry Maguire because you know, we already have Johnny Evans that signed a new contract for 1-year extension. So we need 2 centre backs. And why? Because if we're going to play a high line, a new style of football, Lindelof doesn't fit that system. Harry Maguire doesn't fit. I mean, Harry Maguire is good in the end. That's what they call him, slabhead. No offense, Harry, if you're watching, but that's your nickname according to the fan base, without being abusive. If you know, you know. So me, if we get a bid for Harry Maguire, take it. Seriously, take it, and we get 2 centre backs. Kingdom FC saying sell him, big up. Oh, guys, 16 likes, guys. You're slacking off. Let's get it up to 100 likes, guys. Please help us out. Help us out. Help us out. Yeah, it looks like Liche is doing madness. Like he's in Copa America. He's looking fit. So okay. Let's park that in the bud here. Michael Olise looks like he's going to be joining Bayern Munich. And the truth is the release clause, right? We cannot undermine that. Chelsea was heavily chasing his skirt, but they discovered the release clause, what it really was, and the back to didn't even get there because we were trying to sell, you know, certain players, 2 players, Greenwood and Sancho. So we're not even there yet. So we let that one slide. But who is the replacements, guys? Who is the replacements? Because a lot of people has been talking about Nico Williams, right? Nico Williams is doing a madness right now in the Euros. And I love the looks of Nico Williams, but he's a left winger. He's a left winger. Nico Williams, let us look at Nico Williams and the latest transfer rumors. Let me just share the screen. Bring it up, people. At the stage, Nico Williams, he's got a market value of 60 million euro. Atletico Bilbao, and he's contracted to 30th of June 2027. But however, there is a release clause on 47 million pounds here, right? If we were willing to pay 65 for Olise, Nico Williams, age 21, what a winger, what a winger. But listen, he's a left winger at the end of the day, and we were looking to buy a right winger. So does this really make sense? You know, he's a similar style to Garnacho as well. So does that mean that we need to sell Rashford in order to accommodate with Nico Williams? I think that Nico Williams is a proper winger. Like the way he sort of drives the byline, the way he cuts in, the way he is, he's such a brilliant young talent, right? The thing is that I will take him, but that means that we need to sort of shuffle off the cards. That means that you have to push out Garnacho to the right or rotate with Garnacho or even sell a Rashford, right? Which it's going to be hard to sell Rashford this summer, but depends on if PSG comes in with a scandalous bid. Because I think entering this race will be PSG because of Mbappe's sell. This is going to be a hard one. And if we look at the transfer rumors, what's going on here, you just go in here to see who Arsenal is interested FC, according to the reports. Bayern Munich was also interested, but now they got Olise. They're out of the race. I don't see Real Madrid. I don't see anything. It's Arsenal. But I haven't heard that we are linked to him. But is that somebody that you will take? Is it? Is that the mystery one that you will take? I don't know. Good morning to you, Sandra Mayers, as well. Good morning. How are you doing? I see that Mark is in the background as well, screaming to come in. His wife is probably telling me, no, Mark, spend time with the family, the family. Let me know in the chat as well, 47 million release clause. And also Liverpool is also gloating at him. This is by the AnfieldWatch.uk. Exceptional Euro 2024 star discounted by Liverpool. 47 million would seal the deal. So there'll be a lot of clubs looking at him, including Arsenal, including Liverpool, and we should also enter into the race. I don't know. Nico Williams, what do you reckon? 60 million or 47 million release clause? The worry signing is where would we put him? He's a left winger. I don't know, man. I don't know. I seriously don't. I love the player, but at the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, this is not something that I think we will do. If we look at the overall profile, he plays in the heat map, yeah, he can play right winger as well, yeah, 100%. Other positions, but his main position is left winger. If you look here, other positions is right winger. Let me know in the chat what you think. Would you go for him as a option, right? He's much cheaper, right? He's much cheaper. Just going to go to the chat to see what you guys are saying as well. And Mark Nurse couldn't stay away. He could not stay away. Guten Morgen, Mark.
Big up, guys. Morning. What's going on?
All the way from Germany, Mark Nurse. I haven't seen you for a hot minute. M&M's in the P is in the house. How you doing, Mark?
Chilling. How's everything going?
Yeah,
I mean,
good.
I see you talking about Nico Williams.
Can I ask a question before you continue? Yeah. I want to hear your opinion regarding Olise. Was it a good thing, bad thing?
I'm indifferent.
My opinion is that we are not. No Premier League club got him, but was it a good move for him to go to Bayern?
I don't know.
It's not a done deal yet. Okay.
It's not a done deal yet. I think a move to Bayern is good and bad. I mean, it's not the best league in the world, but he probably is going to win stuff. Big up to you, Gaming Simp. What's good, bro? I just think he's probably going to win stuff. He's going to win a Bundesliga probably next season. Maybe if they, he will improve them. He's better than Kingsley Coman for sure. He's more fit probably than or more consistent than what they would get from the current winger that they have, which is this guy from Arsenal. I keep forgetting his name. Um, defeats
Oh, you
me.
mean I don't know. Oh, you mean
Yeah.
the Brazilian guy,
No, no, no. The German guy
Martinelli?
who plays from no. They have this German guy
Oh, you
from
mean the Maximilian Beer? No,
no.
he's a
I'm talking about German. I mean the winger that Bayern has. The winger Bayern has that they got back from Arsenal who plays for Germany as well. I think
kind of
he doesn't offer a consistent performance. Not Sane. There's this other guy. He used to play for Arsenal.
shit. I don't know. I don't know.
I forget his name. Someone in the
Saliba?
chat will help me at some point.
I have no
So
idea.
but
I have
anyway,
no
I
idea.
think he would offer a good Gnabry, Serge Gnabry. Big up Kingdom
Serge
FC
Gnabry, yes.
and Origami. Big up you guys. Thanks for the help.
Yeah, Gnabry, yeah.
Serge Gnabry. He's going to be more consistent than Gnabry in my opinion. So I would think that's a good move in that regard. Yeah, he's going to play Champions
But
League
that means
football
does that mean
guaranteed.
that I got a does that mean that Gnabry is going that, you know?
It possibly means that Gnabry is going, and I would peg him to probably go to another Bundesliga club this season because I think he likes the Bundesliga. I don't think he might. I don't think he's going to come to a top Premier League club. I don't think any club will offer him what he's looking for. He's also probably like more in the later part of his career. I think he's like 28 or 29, something like that. So he's probably not going to be something that we're looking at. Yeah, I think Olise leaving the Premier League is good and bad for him. You know what I mean? The Premier League is where everyone wants to play, in my opinion. So
No, but the thing is, like, you look at it, this is a step. This is a development step, right? You're going to buy, you're going to play in Champions League, you're going to win the league potentially. You know what I mean? So, listen, it's sad to see to lose him to Bundesliga, but at the end of the day, nobody's getting him, which is fair play, right? Neither Chelsea's getting him,
100%.
neither Manchester United, neither Newcastle. So I'm happy for him, right? You got to look at the players side. And so what if he's demanding 220? That is low. If you look at continental Europe, what they're playing in Spain, they're playing like silly 500k a week, 600k a week. This is nothing. 220, right? And
Mm.
apparently Chelsea didn't want to pay more than 150. They're keeping a wage cap like 150. So I don't know, man. But at the end of the day, I'm going to ask you a question regarding Nico Williams, right? We are not linked to him as of yet. There's small rumbles.
Chance?
47 millions. Would you do that deal instead? Apparently, he's a left winger, but can also play on the right. But we already have
I
good left wingers.
I definitely think that if we get him, if we are linked to him, it's not a bad deal. It's a good option to have. Yes, we do have good left wingers, but I think if we were to say on the wings where we really need someone, it would really be on the left. It wouldn't be on the right. I think, Marcus Rashford needs competition. Garnacho plays left or right. And after the two of them, I mean, yeah, we do have Shea Lacey, but I think he might need one more season before he comes into the first team as a mainstay. So, and in that time, we might be looking to move Marcus Rashford on. You never know what could happen. So if we are linked to him, I would think it's probably reflecting that maybe Rashford could be leaving soon. You know what I mean? Because he's
Yeah,
more ready made with the experience compared to what we have.
yeah,
I
but
think Garnacho is going to be a nailed on starter for me next season. At least I would look. I would think
yeah.
that would be the case.
And I
So
think also the nailed on starter would also be we seeing that reports coming out that Amad Diallo is getting a new contract. He's going to be part of the first team squad as well, more regularly as well. So we see some development there as well. They're the future. Rashford for me, it's not the future anymore. According to Jamie Wynn, 300k a week, but no output performance. I'm really a bit annoyed because if you look at Rashford, he's got every second season, he's got a dip and then he scores a lot of goal, and he's got a dip, he scores a lot of goal. It's not consistent. Depending on what we're hearing in the style of play, what we're going to do, we're going to play more possession-based, aggressive type of football, which Rashford is not going to fit. There's a good baller in him. I like to see him succeed. I like to see, prove me wrong. You know what I mean? Including Anthony Dos Santos as well. Prove me wrong. But we cannot bank on that. We cannot take the risks. That's the thing. Just want to see the poll here, Mark, while we are chatting as well. Let me see what the poll is saying. Guys, I'm going to close the poll here. I asked the question, who would you sell as a left back? So far, 23 votes. So you said Malacia to stay and 61% on Luca Schoberto. And I'm going to create another poll as well. But before we continue, guys, there is another winger that we are linked to as well as a replacement because we're missing out the target. I know you're the biggest fan of Greenwood. I know you are. I know you are. But it's more likely that he's getting sold. There's a bidding war going on. Lazio, the Spanish club. What do you think? Manchester United wants 40 million. Do you think we will get a bidding war for your Greenwood?
I mean, if they deserve a bidding war, he deserves that. He's that kind of quality player. If you ask me, I think the shocking bit is the fact that there is a bidding war for him, and we're going to sell him. Because in all fairness, if you look at some of our other of the targets that we're looking at, there's not really a bidding war for them. Why are we the only club willing to go in for those targets when other clubs are willing to go in for the one we
Exactly.
want to get rid of?
I
So
guess it's
I look
easy.
at it on that perspective, but if you look at it based on what's best for the club and what's best for the fact that we don't want to have a drama going forward, then in that regard, then yeah, let's get the bidding war, let's get it up to 60 million.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then yeah, we could be kind of
But
okay
it's sad.
because
It's sad in a way, Mark, because if it's a bidding war, there's a fucking good player in there. We know he's a fucking good player. That's the thing, right? Um,
that's the problem.
that's the
But
problem.
I
The
mean,
question is, what nobody has ever talked about. What does Greenwood want? Does he want to return to
exactly.
Manchester United? I don't think he wants. He's a father. He's got the same girl that was the accused. They have a baby together. They will face hell if they return back to Premier League, right? There'll be
Well, and
chance. That's the
that's the
thing.
thing. That's the biggest thing. So for me, if he wants a move, and what I'm hearing is if he has to leave Manchester, he wants to stay in Spain. I think one of the Spanish clubs would be favorites to get him. So in my opinion, if that's the case, then let's keep him in Spain and let's move on.
Yeah,
Let him be happy. We be happy. Of course, we're gonna,
of
2 years from
course.
now, we could be sad because he could be winning a Ballon d'Or. But you never
It
know.
could
You
be.
never know.
It could be. But all the best for Greenwood and his family. I wish him all the best. Everyone that
Hundred
played for
percent.
United, all the best. You know what, guys? If you have your questions, get your Q&As in, and if you have anything that you want to sort of bring to the stage, put a Q first, question, and then we will dive into it. Because I want to bring this to the stage because apparently our number 2 striker target, winger target, is Deserie Doue, right? Deserie Doue. Mark, this is a future Ballon d'Or winner. This is a youngster that's 19 years of age, ripping out trees in France, and apparently market value on 30 million euros. Mate, I haven't much about Deserie Doue, to be honest, to put my hand up. But what do you know
Me as
about
well.
Deserie Doue?
I don't know too much. I just saw some clips online of some of his performances. I think it looks really good, promising, developmental. 30 million, not a bad deal. You know what I mean? If they ask for more, then walk away. You know what I mean? Because we already have a striker who's developing right now in Hoyland. We have a developmental striker in Ethan Wheatley, who I think bodes the same sort of potential and ability that this young Frenchman is offering. He might be a little bit more meaty in terms of he has a little bit more body size
Yeah,
than Ethan
yeah.
Wheatley, but they're the same height. And I think Ethan Wheatley can offer this, as well as he's a left winger. And I know, but he played like some of the clips, 2 of them he played in striker. So that's why I'm giving that kind of analogy. I don't mind him if he comes in. At the
He's
same time,
apparently very versatile. He can play left winger, attacking midfield, and right winger. So he's got it. He's right-footed. On the other hand, if you look at his stats, he had 31 appearances, 4 goals, and 5 assists. But out of that was 50% in the starting 11. So half of his appearances, he's just started.
other
So
stuff.
basically 15 appearances from start. He played 53% minutes, goal participation 17%. Our colleague Alice talks football. Alice Abrams. She's raving about him. She said, like, wow, what a player. Jarvis had a look at these statistics. He was just, whoa, this is good. His outputs, right?
His
amazing.
output
I
is
can
good,
put my
but
hand up to say I can honestly put hand. I haven't even watched him. I haven't even seen one single clip. I just saw that we are linked to him. And if you go and the transfer rumors here, you can see that we are right up there, right? There's
yeah.
even reports here to say Spurs are in for him, Arsenal, Manchester United, and that is it. You know, people are chasing it. Will you think that now that Chelsea missed out on the target, will do a copy and paste as well, go for Deserie Doue? 100% it will, right?
Well, I actually heard Chelsea have been in for him for the last 3 days in Germany, some reports. So I
Yeah,
think that they are the strongest ones that are in for him. What I have been hearing though, and if you since you're on transfer market, you could pick up Maximilian Bayo one time because I think if we was to compare the two of them, they offer basically the same thing. Maximilian Bayo is very versatile as well. He's left-footed. He plays left. He's
yeah,
both-footed actually. He plays left wing. He plays right wing, but he's a better striker. He's 21 years old. He's 6'1".
yeah. But
And
we're not talking about the striker here. We're talking about the
right, but
Olise replacement
replacement.
striker.
But
We
what I'm
already
saying
have
is
almost.
if you look at the transfer market, you would see that Bayer is also a lot of his output came off the left wing. But from what I'm seeing when he played left wing, his best performances is arguably left wing and striker. So I'm saying they're around the same market value at 30 million pounds. I think the German club in Hoffenheim would probably quicker do a deal at a more reasonable
Yeah,
value price. They might even take one or two of our players off our hands, maybe like a Hannibal Medjugorje, for a fee as well, because I can see them trying to foster a relationship with a club like Manchester United. I think we might do well to, take a punt on this guy. I've been hearing Florian Pettenberg in Germany talking a lot about him and
yeah,
Manchester United recently. So, look out for
yeah,
him.
yeah.
He might be playing in the next game for Germany. He's in the squad, so
Look, bro, I have not even seen one single clip of Maximilian Barrier, so I can't lie to you. All I can see is market value of 30 million euros, 185 center forward, young striker, although doesn't give much data like in the Euros, but in the Bundesliga, not much either. You can play center forward, right wing, left wing, 100%. Don't know much about him, to be honest. You know more than me because you watch Bundesliga more than I do.
yeah, I've seen him play live in 4 games this season. I've seen him play in the DFB Pokal where he scored 2 goals for his club. I've also seen him play against the home team in my city. He played really well in both games. He got a goal in the first game, and in the away game, he got an assist. So he's a player that contributes really well. He works
Okay,
really well in bringing the other
right,
players around him into the game. So
right.
yeah, I think he's
We
decent.
see. We see. We're getting very advanced with the Xerxes, by the way. And
Very
I
advanced.
remember Saka. What's going on with Frimpong? It's all down to I remember Saka reports coming out. I think it was Fenerbahce is interested to sign him on a 4-year contract. 26 years of age, still offers a lot of output. Will you sell? I remember Saka, spider legs.
I mean, for the last 2 seasons, I've been thinking him and Dalot have been developing a decent partnership. This last few months, I felt like something may be wrong. Maybe contract talks broke down, and he's not really happy because it has been showing in some of his performances. But arguably, he's improved a lot. Since being at United, he wasn't really offering much going forward, but now he's
Fair
offering
enough.
a lot. And if the talks have broken down based on his performance, if we can get a deal that sees him go to another club for arguably the same fee we'd be paying for Frimpong, I would not mind doing that deal, to be honest.
Okay. What I read, what I understood this earlier this week, that Manchester United is eyeballing Marco as a centre back, and part of that deal is to offer them Wan-Bissaka back. So that will lower down the price, 20 million, 50 million, right? Lower down the price, and you get Marco as a centre back. That is a box clever move. But on the other hand, Fenerbahce is also coming in interesting to signing him up. Depends on what they're going to pay. The Frimpong deal for me is still on, but it's all depending on what's happening with Wan-Bissaka. It makes sense why we are
100%.
not targeting him Frimpong, because it looks like we're going to play with 3 in the back and having bombing forwards, like advance going forward. We're going to see some amazing attacking football yet to be seen. But you kind of get that indication is that's the way we're going in the transfer market by the looks of to who we are linked to. Um,
100%.
So Frimpong is got a, I think it was 35 million pounds release clause active starting as of next month. Barcelona is not linked to him. We are linked to him for some reason. I take him, but it
I
depends on
take
what
him
you
as
do with
well.
Saka.
Hundred
Because
percent, because
yeah,
I think the most important thing we need to focus on right now is a left back and two centre backs. I think we definitely need to make those the first priority in signings. So I'm more excited to see what we do in that regard and how quick we deal with that. And that's what I'm
yeah,
looking forward to. I think what we've been doing has been a lot better than we've done in the last past transfer windows. I think the way they have approached it is pretty interesting so far.
yeah.
And I think come next week we're gonna see a lot of signings happening and it's gonna happen really quick and fast.
I
So
think so too. I have a general feeling in my buttercup stomach is that, the new establishment, they want to make a mark. They want to please their fans and they want to have, so far talk is cheap. Action speaks louder than words. So far it's been a lot of talks. We want to see results. And I think that they are working behind the scenes to bring in at least two signings before the preseason. But the thing is, the stumbling block here is most of the deals probably going to be registered by the 1st of June. 1st of July, sorry, because of
mhm,
the new physical year. So you're not seeing any signings at the moment. Yeah, two new signings will come in. I think that would be for some random reason. They work in centre back, midfield, striker, but for some reason, when opportunity arises with Xerxes, release cost, easy deal to do. Doesn't really matter. Let's trigger that, bang, bang, bush. I think he will be one of them. I think the next one you will see like a centre back. I think we'll move away for Brentwood. We're not going to have Brentwood. Brent can wait.
Brand can
You get
wait.
the
I
joke.
think we're gonna
Brent,
we're
wait.
probably gonna get the
Brent can
likes
wait.
of I think we might go in for that guy. Yeah, Lenny Euro. I've been hearing some
Lenny
reports
Euro.
that there's a
Man,
boost.
what would you say if we got Lenny Euro? Lenny
I
Longlegs.
I think it's gonna be interesting. That guy,
You know
he's
what I
pretty
would do? I
interesting
would do
young
a
player.
chicken dance. We get Lenny Longlegs. Like, wah, 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 wah. This guy is my dream
Big up.
signing. I have two dream signings if I play fantasy. Guys, excuse me for being giddy. I love transfer window. Two top signings for me would be Lenny Longlegs, Euro, 100%, and in the midfield, Ganache. Neves, the young Neves.
100%.
Oh,
100%.
wow.
I think we're gonna see some exciting things happening in the next 2 weeks. I think we can totally look forward to seeing some pretty quick deals being done. Maybe we had to wait until the 1st of July, but I think it's going to be a big splash. I think they're going to I think it's going to be something that the fans are going to be talking about all the way into the start of the
Yeah.
season. Because
Gaming
for
Things, big
some
up, brother.
strange
It's a
reason,
shame we couldn't offer Aaron Wan-Bissaka cash. It wasn't that Gaming Things. This was the release clause that they would only, that release clause was only valid for clubs that are playing in Champions League. That was it,
100%, that was the
100%.
biggest problem.
Um, Big up Burba as well in the house. We have Burba also in the house. We have legends here. Gaming Sim, Burba. Everyone is. Where is Flying Pig? Where's Joe? All we need is Joe in the house as well. Hey,
Speaking of
Euro
Joe,
game.
he sent me this a few months, like a year ago, I think. I can't remember.
Bacon
A year ago,
Brigade.
he was like,
Oh
yo,
yeah, let me see. Let me see. Oink oink. Bacon Brigade.
Bacon
There you
Brigade,
go.
big up.
Yeah, we're gonna do a show together. It's just been so busy, Black. Listen, at the end of the day, I think, call me stupid or delusional fan, but I love transfer windows. I see this is the first make your mark Jim Ratcliffe, right? I think he's gonna do a crowd pleaser, and there is no smoke without fire when they say that young Jao Neves can go for 75 million. And the less game time he's getting in Euros, the less money they can demand. And reports coming out to say that Benfica are willing to meet that demand because 120 nobody's going to pay, and they need for financial reasons. There is a deal to be made, man. So I believe for some sneaky reason, we're going to make a marquee signing just as a crowd pleaser. A
100%.
new owner comes in, they want to, here we go, here's a gift to you, Jao Neves, here we go, right? And he's such a fucking good prospect. The reason why I'm saying I don't mind even paying 100 million for it because the resale value in 4 years' time will be up there. He's 19 years of age, fantastic talent, right? But
100%.
and call me
I
stupid
mean,
as well, but I was definitely need some free signings, and I would take Veronique, not Veronique Rabiot, but I would take Rabiot for free.
He had a good game last night, although I think the referee robbed Net I think the referee robbed Netherlands. And guys, we
Uh,
already see what the
yeah.
English referees plan to do with the automatic offsides. They changed the ruling of that automatic offside last night. The automatic offside said that the Netherlands players were not offside in the game because of Jao Kunde, and he changed it. So it was interesting
Yeah.
to watch that. So I'm taking stock of that. I will remember that when it comes to the Premier League next season because it was an
Okay.
English referee. And
Cool. Cool,
Mick,
cool.
sorry, but and I gotta go. I have to
No
go
worries.
help
I'm
with
gonna
some
wrap
stuff.
up the stream anyway. I was
You
just
know,
happy to see you. We haven't. I've been doing this all by myself. All by myself. I don't want to be all by myself. So big up. Smash the like
one
button.
day we will definitely have to provide a transfer update for the guys on Mick and Mark show in the morning at some point. We're gonna have to do that on
Yo,
Monday.
yo, yo, because I did the transfer rating show, the premiere yesterday on the website, right? It was a hit. So we got to do this together, brother. You know what? It's Euros. I understand people are more interested in the Euros, but we're going to talk Manchester United transfer. So big up Mark as well. Give
Big
him
up,
his
guys.
roses. M&Ms are separated, so now it's only half of the M. Thank you, Mark, for coming in. Thank you. And guys, listen, at the end of the day, let me know, who do you think will be our first two signings? Do you want me to create a poll? I want to hear from you guys before I close the shop. I certainly believe it will be Xerxes, and I think that I think we might even get a Lenny Euro in there. Um, Keep your eyes on Todibo, as I've been reported, as the UEFA Club competition only applies. You cannot buy the player and play him in the Europa Cup competition. That means we can still buy Todibo and still just play him in the domestic league. Not a problem at all. But I think that Ratcliffe will wait for this one, 25 million at the end of the window. Who do you think will be the first signings? Even for free, like Rabiot is an easy deal to be made. You don't even have to negotiate with Juventus. It's just like, do you want to come? Free agent, here we go. We pay 250K a week, whatever. There's no risk. Who do you think? I want to hear from you guys. Luan France is in here as well. Hi, guys. Lurked. Good morning to you, Luans. How are you doing? I would take Todibo and Rabiot. I love Todibo and Rabiot. 100%. The toddler and the rabbit. Anyway, no one. What Jamie went, oh, God, cheer up, Jamie. You just got a new girlfriend. Personal terms, not a problem, as per my understanding. She's a massage therapist, so happy endings for you, my brother. Beep. Cut that. Jamie would probably laugh his ass off. I want to create a poll before I cut the stream. And it's just a little bit of a catch up here, guys, with the community. I'm gashed looking at this. Of course, it's Turkey versus Portugal today. It's going to be an interesting one, 100%. It's going to be an interesting one. I think Portugal hasn't been at the best, and correct me if I'm wrong, right? It's similar like when I watched Manchester United when we had Ronaldo and we were force feeding Ronaldo. All the balls had to go to Ronaldo, and I understand, but at the end of the day, they are sort of hindered how they play. Love Ronnie to pieces, but what he did with Piers Morgan ruined my perception about Ronnie. Anyway, big up to you. Xerxes, what you're saying here will be the first signing. I need two signings, guys. Bruno goal today incoming. Bruno. I agree with you, Gaming Sims. Guys, you should have been in yesterday's stream regarding the transfer rating. It's just a brilliant piece. If you're into gaming as well, this is a little bit of fantasy, but in reality as well, what it is basically we list every single player that we linked, including ins, outs, and you guys get a chance to put your percentage voted in. And then we will have a hotometer, like a Premier League table leaderboard, where we can follow in live who is the most likely to sign. And we'll follow this all the way to done deal. And at the end of the day, it's all going to be interlinked, where you can see how much money did we actually spend, how much money did we actually sold for. Net spend, that's not existent, but on MUFC Realist TV, you have it. Listen, is there like any way to create a poll? Big up Cat as well. How you doing, Cat? Long time no seen, community. So I'm gonna definitely go out and have some lunch in a bit. I'm just intrigued to create a poll. Let me just create a small little poll before we continue. Listen, at the end of the day, please do not forget to smash a little bit, finger that like button, please. Smash that like button. There is over 200 of you watching. If we can get up to 200 likes, I'll be more than happy, and that will be dividends of my time this Saturday. Who do you think will come first? The egg or the chicken? Let's see, Xerxes. I put Zerk. I know. Listen, I call him the Zerk. This is my new name, the Zerk. Or will it be Lenny Long Legs? Remember these names, people. This is my nicknames for Xerxes, the Zerk. The poll is up. Please, you have 5 minutes to vote, and we will have a general chit chat. So I call Lenny Longlegs, Lenny Euro, and Xerxes the Zerk. Guys, Luan, France, big up to you. How are you doing this lovely Canadian morning? I guess it is for you as well. Voganator is giving you eyes. Zorro. Yeah, call him Zorro as well. Guys, the Zerk, like imagine his shirt number. You just do a big Z. Forget about number. Just give us a big Z on his back, like a Zerk. The Zerk. Get your votes up, please. It's nearly 1 p.m. Jesus, got to get up. Jamie, are you still in bed? Get up. You're lazy. Get up, man. I heard your girlfriend makes good breakfast too. Like, you seem to be happy, Jamie. Congratulations for you. You found love. We found love in a hopeless place. You know that. Congratulations to you, brother. You're a legend in this community, guys. Absolutely legend. Let me see what you guys are saying. Let me run this poll for a couple of more minutes. Who do you think? Who do you think you are? Let's see. Zerk is leading at the moment. Guys, 7 votes. Come on, get it up there. 7 votes on the Zerk. 86%. Lenny Longlegs is on 14%. Looks like it's going to be the Zerk. The Zerk. It is me. Is it you? Is it not? The Zerk. What makes the difference? I'm Xerxes. All right, guys, I'm going to end this poll very soon. 10 votes is getting in there. 80%. Come on, Zerky is leading too much. Over Lenny Longlegs should have long leaps. He should surpass the Zerk, but at the moment, the Zerk looks like he's leading with 80%. Guys, it's been lovely interacting with you this afternoon or morning, whatever you can call it, depends on where you are in the world. For me, I'm sitting here, Thai time. It is dinner time. It's 6:30 p.m. and it's time to say goodbye soon. I'm going to have my dinner. Guys, come on, 40 likes. What am I doing here to slave here? Taking time off on the Saturday. I'm in the sim bin. My wife is pissed off because I love my community. Give me 100 likes, please. And guys, another announcement as well. We're coming to the end of the month. There's been some free gifting memberships. I just want to put it out there. If you have financial ability, please, your membership donations helps a lot. Right? It's only €1 per month to become a Realist member. And your money that goes in is all invested into the channel. It goes into the website, and we're going to make more membership content coming your way. We're going to do membership streams and stuff as well. We promise. But keep an eye if you've been gifted, because that's kind of expires. So go into the channel, press the join button, and support, become a member of this lovely community, guys. That's all I have to say. I'm not going to ask you to do it. I'm just keeping a little bit reminder. But yeah, appreciate it if you do. Brilliant. Cat is going good to see as well. Let me see what's going on here. TCO. Tender love and care to you as well. Royden Frost, you're coming in too late, Royden. It's about to close the shop. 43 likes. Big up. Yeah. Listen, at the end of the day, love CC Top. Me too. Cat, I love CC Top. I grew up with that shit, Terry goes crazy by the sharp dressed with the crazy beards as well. Cat, where are you from? I'm interested to understand where is everyone from. Kat, where are you from? Let me know where you're from. KG Shampoo. 10 Haram is in trouble. Hopefully, there's still hope in the he could get sacked. Get out of here. 10 is not going to get sacked. Move on. What are we going to do in the transfer market without a I love your name, by the way. He's not in trouble. He's basically spoken out, like, why would you be in trouble? Like, what if you were married and your wife told you, KG Shampoo, I'm going to try a different brand shampoo. Sit there, right? I'm going to try and date the next best suitor, but if he's a good fit, I will marry him and divorce you. She goes out, tries, she realizes that you're the better lover. So she goes back to you, KG Shampoo, and it's all yours for the rest of your life. I hope this helped, brother. And big up for you. Big up. 45 likes. Green Day was... Yeah, I love Green Day too, guys. Yeah, Green Day is a good band. Let me know, guys. I want to understand where the community is from. Kat, where are you from? Voganator, guys. KG Shampoo. I know where... Big up, Broski. Thanks for the shout out. No worries. Where you from, KG Shampoo? KJ's Shampoo. Is that KJ, the comedian's shampoo that you are referring to? That is your name. Big up. Yeah, I love Green Day. I walk these empty roads on the Boulevard song. Yeah, cool. Anyways, time to close the shop. It's 1 hour, people. Get your comments in the non-live section as well. If you're watching in retrospective, please do not forget to give the thumbs up, finger that like button, subscribe if you haven't. We have reached over 30,000 subscribers. Become a part of the members gang and join us in the Telegram membership. Everything is down there on MUFC Realist TV. Go visit that site. Amazing. Read all the news, watch all the videos, participate in the new launched transfer rating and hotometer. Is down there. Boulevard of Broken Dreams. Hopefully it will be a boulevard of successful dreams when we get into this season as well. 47 likes. Temperature is rising. Manchester is in the house. Big up KG Shampoo. Aka Fast Food Lukaku. Yes. Before I close the shop, I'm just going to go to the to see what the voting result was in the poll. The Zerk is leading. Basically, the question was, who do you think will come first, the egg or the chicken? Chicken and the egg. But in this case, was who do you think will come first? The Zerk, which is Xerxes, or Lenny Longlegs, Lenny Euros. And the winner, chicken dinner, is the striker, is the Zerk on 77%. I'm going to end this poll, beautiful people. And with that notion, I just want to thank each and everyone. Blessed to see you all on this Saturday. Enjoy your rest of your Saturday. Don't forget to come in here, keep the notifications going, because sometimes we go irregularly, depends on the workload and everything. But today was a more of Saturday chill day talking to you guys. Remember, peace, love, and banana, and glory, glory, Manchester United, and always glazes out. Big up to all of you. See you to the next time. Bye for now. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching MUFC Realist TV. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us on the socials.